Hello everyone, this is Fi. Today I'm checking out Eternity Dial. Got the game page open here. It says a survival horror experience in which you'll attempt to win a place in the everlasting cycle of death and rebirth. Your surroundings are shaped by the memories and the feelings of those who are no longer worthy of existence. Your task is to end them. The game is inspired by the classic RPG Maker horror games. It lists a few here, as well as PS1, PS2 survival horror gems, and it lists a few of those here. Play through the entire first chapter of Eternity Dial in its first public demo. Alright, so I'm going to jump into this. Hopefully you're seeing this on the screen right now. I've not seen anything past this screen here. I did pop into the settings briefly and set it into full screen mode. Interesting how that little wavy effect appears and disappears there in the title. But right, so I do want to mention real quick, I had a lot of trouble with getting this set up with OBS because once I got into full screen mode, the alt-tabbing experience in Windows 7, at least, which I use, is pretty horrible. It's very hard to switch to other windows in a way that I could actually see them while this was running in full screen, so that was really problematic, but hopefully you can see right now. I did notice real quick when I was testing, for some reason, it looks like there's kind of a dark gray background in the menu here, when I'm playing it's more of a black. That might actually be something to do with the, what do they call it, the dimming, what is it, the contrast thing in the monitor where it dims or brightens based on what's being displayed, so maybe that's not actually a thing. Anyways, let's go ahead and actually try this. I'm gonna go ahead and hit new game. It's gonna be blown up a little bit here to fit the screen. It started out as a rather small window. I had a very long dream. In the dream I was surrounded by nothing, I thought nothing, I felt nothing. And it was nothing. I, the right to exist. Is that I as in chapter 1? Or like I as in me? Oh, this is interesting. Can I control this? Not yet. This is a space between death and rebirth. A space for those of us who are waiting the end of our existence. This should be awaiting, not just waiting. And those who yearn for life. Right, got arrow keys. Oh, I guess we have like a grid-based movement here. WASD does not work. Alright. I'm looking like a ghosty. Guess I'll try this direction. And a little fork in the road there. It's kind of weird to run into one of those so early. I'm guessing this is kind of a loop. Nothing of interest. If you wish to continue the cycle of death and rebirth, you must prove yourself worthy of existing. Those who are deemed unworthy of a next life, but hold on to existence, you must end them. Do I go back? Z to interact. You want to live. Yeah, so it looks like I can't speed up the text. Oh, I can just hit the spacebar to interact too, apparently. We are waiting for all to end. Oh, so it'd be nice to speed up the text a bit. Hitting the button here. People who read faster definitely get annoyed having to wait for the text to appear. Back to the nothing we came from. What are you? Alright, interesting how this changed. It's a trick we've all seen before, perhaps, but still neat. We got some flashes. It's some kind of amulet. Feels as if the red stone was calling out to me. Obtained the amulet. That's trippy. Am I alive again? I don't look like a ghost anymore, so I think that's a fair assumption. There's a note on the table. Places and things you'll see, the rooms you'll explore, and the corridors you'll roam all are forever trapped in the memories of the damned. The note ends here. Okay. Oh, there's a weapon on the table. Obtained the handgun. Besides the weapon, there's a small vial with a strange red liquid, which is a life potion, and a key. Alright, I was wondering if that was gonna keep going here. Looks like, is the clock a save station? Then we got a little save icon. Save points will heal all your HP and refill your potions. Cool. Right. Interesting little head on the top left here. Not really sure what that's showing me. I guess it looks like we have bullets. Little red bar. It says life underneath it, and then X03, which is pretty weird. Seems counterintuitive. I mean, I don't really understand how to read this. I guess the bullets are currently infinite, and we have 1, 2, 3. Don't know what that means yet. Let's see, can we interact with anything in here? Doesn't look like it. It's locked. There's a blue string tied to the doorknob. So I have to use the key. Okay, X is apparently the inventory. That wasn't explained at any point here. It's like I have to go down and then hit a button. Then I can inspect Z or enter. Oh, shift is inspect. Oh. Nice, okay. So 1, 2, and 3 swap weapon. 5 is use equipped potion. Z is interact or shoot. X inventory cancel reload. Shift is equip weapon, switch strafe or aim if it's equipped, unequip weapon if it's equipped when you hold it. Okay. Escape key works here, that's good. I'm happy to see that. I wonder if it's necessary, like when we're moving with the arrow keys between like these different things, it seems like it would be intuitive to just like, if I go down to key items, just to like press down again on the arrow keys, and it would just go kind of into this grid where the items are, instead of having to press the button and then press another button. Right, seems to work. So I have to get. Alright, hold shift to unequip, or I can press it. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so this will take some getting used to. I guess this is, you know, they tend to make these kind of survival horror games with some funky controls just to make you stressed out more, you know. But apparently the only way to change your aiming direction is to go into this mode, wherein you can't move until you finished and hit the button again, so that's interesting. You can hold it to unequip. Something over there. Rusty chain feels fragile. Alright. Okay, so something I'm noticing. It's not. Maybe this is something you get used to, but like the first time when I press shift, like the only visual difference is the hands kind of disappear. It's not very obvious that I'm holding a weapon or anything. And so I don't really get the visual feedback very well that like I'm aiming a weapon now. The only way it's really super obvious is when you're facing the sides, I think, but particularly this way, I guess. And then... Ah! Creepy. Oh, I have infinite ammo, right? It's an interesting visual. Then X is reload. Okay, so in the top left we see the little meters going down as I shoot. Alright, I like the idea of not having like a projectile, where it's kind of instantaneous, I assume, the shooting. I think that feels good, but it might be nice to have like a visual effect of where the bullet is hitting. You know, like if I just shoot at the wall, you could just put a little flash on the wall. Or you hit scan it or whatever. Let's go ahead and reload this. I don't get a sense of... Alright, I don't get a sense of... Okay, I'll just mention briefly, one thing that could help is if you have like a little sound effect maybe of when you equip a weapon that give you a little bit of feedback, since the visual isn't particularly strong and that's not... Maybe that's not easy to do too much about. I'm not sure if there's a way you could change the sprite a little bit or something for that, but if nothing else you could add a little sound effect for when you pick up the weapon or put it down, give you a little more feedback. Another thing is I guess it reloads really fast, so I was going to mention that like the feedback on the reloading, like I didn't really get a sense of how long it takes, but apparently it's just that fast, or like as soon as the little reload word disappears, you're already back in business. The speed at which you can fire is a little funky. You can't do it very fast, and if you try to press the button too quickly, it doesn't shoot the next time. I'm not sure if that's like by design. You're supposed to like get punished if you get too spastic with it or something, like you're trying to shoot too fast and then you actually shoot slower, because that's kind of probably what's going to happen. So I'm sure there's like a rhythm that you can maximize. Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's, I guess if you really mash the button fast, it's pretty much just as good, but it's a little bit annoying, I guess. I might prefer if you could just kind of buffer the input or something, so like if you press it too soon, instead of just eating the input, it will, like if you're still holding the button down, maybe it'll shoot as soon as the cooldown for the shooting is finished. I think that would feel better. It'd be less annoying, you know. You don't necessarily want to buffer it so that if you pressed it but you're not still holding it by the time that cooldown finishes, that it'll shoot then, because then you might end up people shooting more bullets than they intended to if they're like mashing the button. But if they're still holding it down, that would be a good time to go ahead and shoot the next time, I think. I think that would be less annoying, probably. I have to use potion. Do I want to? I don't think I want to. Yeah, I pressed it, but nothing happened. Alright, so this doesn't make a lot of sense because it's telling me, it's like giving me a tutorial and like telling me how to do something, but if I press the button, it doesn't actually work right now, so maybe if that zombie had hurt me or something from before, but if possible, maybe it could be a more dynamic thing where if the game determines that you've taken some damage already, then it'll show that tutorial thing for the first time then, where it's more relevant to the current context. So this thing stands out nice and bright. Blue book. Nothing but 8 blank pages. Okay. Is this a door? It is locked. 4-digit key lock on the door. Okay. So yeah, this door doesn't stand out quite as much as I'd like it to, but it's not that bad. Oh, I guess there's another door over here. See, like I feel like maybe somebody could just miss that entirely because it doesn't quite read really obviously as a door. Once you notice it, it's like, okay, yeah, that's a door, but like I didn't even notice that there was a door there at first. So I can go in either of these. Without making a sound, the strange silhouette stares at me as if trying to tell me something. A message flashes through my thoughts. Do you understand what you came to do here? I don't want to understand. And yet, it's all inside of me. Please use me. Okay, we have what appears to be a map. I don't know. Like, am I in one of these places? Okay, I'm guessing I can't use the mouse to show what I'm thinking in the capture here. For whatever reason, it doesn't render in the full screen, but I think I think I can see. No, I'm not confident of that. I don't know, maybe that's where I am, maybe it's not. I don't know, but I can see like red smudges, which I might guess are areas denoting like things I need to kill, maybe something like that. And on the top right, there's a big circle, and then like a big splat thing coming out of that one. Doorway, I guess. I don't know exactly what these are indicating. This is a really blurry thing. So there's two segments, as you can see in the map. One on the left, it's larger. One on the right, it's smaller. And then it looks like on the top right of the left section of the map, I'm thinking it's like a staircase, you know, that would go to the other section of the map, but it just kind of looks like a weird smudge. I don't really read that little icon that's there has anything in particular, but I'm guessing it's like a staircase or something to that effect. So yeah, this is a bit not the clearest, most I don't know. I didn't really understand everything I was looking at there. Clearly, a red book. Pages of the book were torn off. Maybe they're scattered around. All right, so did come from this way. Okay. There's doors here. I can't go in there. All right, so I think this is where I started. I don't know if I want to save again. Might as well, because I'm here. So I think I know where I am on that map. But oh, okay. I apparently hit the space shift button here. So again, there's not really any feedback when that happens, so it's a little weird. It would be unfortunate if I had like a weapon that had ammo that I just wasted for something like that. That would be pretty bad. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I know where I am on that map. But again, it would probably be nice if it just denoted my position on the map with a visual instead of me having to kind of try and decipher that. Actually, I'm going to look at that again just because now I'm more certain about where I am, which is kind of in the center of the left section. So that means if I go to the left, I can go back around to get where that item was. And then if I go to the right, I can kind of, it looks like I'll progress more in the game. So I guess that gives me a sense of like a reasonable approach for which directions to take. So that's good. Another book. Okay, we got a baddie, I think. Only one page in it, and it's blank. Another green book. 4 pages, all blank. Very strange with the books right now. Don't know what they mean, but... okay, they're all quite different. This is a door, okay. Whoa. What the devil is that? Is this thing gonna kill me? That looks like death. That looks like death everywhere. This is not where... Oh, there's a save. Alright. I'm glad I noticed that before I walked forward because... this looks like it's gonna kill me. So one thing I noticed is that when I go to save, it doesn't refill my ammo. Like, I think, well, I can assume at some point we're going to have weapons that maybe don't have infinite ammo. So I don't know if the save point is necessarily meant to like refill all your ammo, but I'm just noticing because I have infinite ammo with this particular gun, it feels like it would make sense if it would just kind of like automatically reloaded it. But I guess if you were using a different gun that didn't have infinite ammo, then that wouldn't make any sense to get free ammo that way. I'm assuming that's the thought process behind this. So, are you going to kill me? Huh? Spooky hands. It's got big ol' eyes. I'm not sure about this. It won't stop looking at me. Pick item up, yes, no. There must be a way to get that key without it noticing me. So yeah, I'm really curious what... I mean, I can imagine what's going to happen if I try to pick it up, but I kind of want to see it. Hallway key. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Okay. That was maybe... not the most dramatic death animation, I suppose. But let's go ahead and... Alright, nice and quick to jump back into the load game and everything. So yeah, this is pretty cool though. I like the concept of this ridiculous thing that's kind of guarding the item here. The thing is guarding the key. Alright, so I thought that this was going to be a way forward. What if I... What do I have? I have a gun with goofy controls I have to try and get used to. Can't seem to shoot its eyeball. Let's see, hold that button, press this button, we have this thing. Oops, okay. Let's see if he's interested in that. Alright, again, I feel like I should be able to just keep pressing down to go down to this item. No use right here. Alright. I don't have anything else I can do in here, it looks like. So I guess I have no choice but to go the other direction. Because I don't know how to interact with the books. What the heck is this? Red, blue, red, green. So some kind of an answer to a puzzle, I guess. I have seen red, blue, and green books. Oh, I get it, okay. Alright, so I can't exit out of this, which would be nice. Guess that's pretty fast, though. So... I mean, it's not... Assuming I'm right about this, it's not that hard to figure out, but a little tricky. I can imagine maybe someone getting confused. It's tough when you do puzzles like this, because you have to deal with the possibility that a certain percentage of players just might not get it at all, you know? And they just can't progress in the game any further because they don't get the puzzle. So you have to be careful about these kinds of puzzles. but I'm assuming it wants me to put the number of pages in all of the books associated with each color for the number here, which I guess means I have to do some addition. The blue's gonna be 8, I guess. This is like a pencil and paper thing. Oh my gosh. I don't have a pen here. Yes, I do. I have a pen. Shoot. Alright. Made a crappy little note. Let's go find out. Red book has... Oh, scattered around. Well, the good thing is, assuming I'm right about this puzzle, there's only, what, I guess 10 different possibilities for each color here, what they could be. I haven't seen any pages around. Oh, maybe, okay, there's a page on the ground here. So maybe that's what he's talking about for the scattered around. I'm supposed to find however many of those are laying around. Maybe that's the idea. Which is interesting, but I think I'd rather just like try the 10 different possibilities for the thing here, but maybe it's easy enough to remember. I've only seen one so far, I think. So we got the blue one, the red one is the scattered around one, and we just have to determine green. That should be easy enough in here. One page. 4 pages, so that's 5. No pages. Alright, 6 pages. And I've only seen 1 page on the ground, I think, thus far. Actually, just to be thorough, I'm gonna go ahead and go through here again. See if I see any pages. Nope. Right, so it was 6 with the green ones, right? I actually have memory problems, so if I forget something really obvious like that, just out of nowhere, don't be alarmed. So I think it was 6, and then... So, like, 1, 8, 1, 6, I guess? No. Alright. 2, 8, 2... If this doesn't work, then I don't know. 3, 8, 3... Aha! Alright, so I don't know where the other pages were for the red thing, but... I knew how to game the system, so that works out. I'm very happy that worked, because I didn't want to get stuck there any longer. Can't see very far ahead, so... They have a little knife? Oh, he's got claws. Oh. I thought I saw a guy moving down there. It was just the holes in the ground. That was weird. That one looks like a dog. So I don't know which direction I'm going. I kind of wish I could look at that map again now. It could be useful to have a map, but the map is like in another part of the level. It's not something I can just open up in the inventory or something. which might be something worth considering. It looks like there's another page in here, so that's kind of awkward if that's somehow associated with that puzzle there. Clocks ward off the damned. Seek shelter close to them. So maybe this music only occurs in places where you can save. I don't know. Something on the ground. Doll head. Oh. You reek of time. That was very weird. And I looked very weird for a moment there. Apparently I've teleported back to the starting part here. But I assume I have the doll head, which I'm going to try to examine here. Looks like it was ripped apart. Alright. Let's get out of here. Okay, so I'm guessing maybe the doll head will distract the dude with the big eyes. Oh, that's a bad guy. My gosh. What is that? I'm really glad you put this little hole there so that guy didn't just walk into me all of a sudden. Fumbling the buttons just a little bit here. Thankfully these guys are slow. Should I go back that way? No, not yet. Go back that way after, because I think this works. And then... Oh. Someone drew a clock on the only page in this book. It's missing its hands. What? What is going on now? Words appear on each of the pages. They spell out, time is bleeding out. Just a bunch of random scribbles. Single phrase. Let me be nothing again. Right. Creepy stuff, I guess. Let's see what you think about a random doll head. Nothing. You don't think anything about the doll head. Okay. Probably should have saved before I did anything else with that guy. Oh. I like how the save is nice and fast. Alright. So at this point I wish I could move a little bit faster, but that's alright. Check out this book. All back in the book. I am afraid. Okay, yeah, so this page that was on the ground here is no longer on the ground there. Wonder where the other ones were, because I only saw that one, I think. Alright. What is that? Sent you, didn't you? You are here to hurt me. Aren't you? Well, now she's moving faster. Come on. Time is bleeding out. I think that girl has a hole for... Oh! No, 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 no. No. What? How am I supposed to actually fight this person? Wait, buttons, buttons. Did I lose? I did lose, okay. That was extremely awkward, holy cow. Because I don't... If I'm like running away from a dude and it's right behind me, I don't have time to like turn around and take out the gun and then shoot, you know, that kind of thing. So like I can imagine getting past this spooky whole-faced lady by taking a hit. Maybe. Like at least one, you know. It's hard to imagine doing it without taking damage. Like maybe it's possible with enough foresight or something, practice, but doesn't seem reasonable to fight her the way she is without taking any damage, just because of the way she just kind of runs straight at you and you can't really avoid her. Maybe if you run around and try to run around a bit more, she'll do like a different movement pattern or something that opens up another possibility. I'm not really sure, but it didn't feel like I had an opening there to actually do that without taking damage. And so this isn't, if that's the case, then it's not a very good thing, because it's pretty important whenever you're having any kind of action in a game to have at least the possibility of doing it without taking damage. Just something called damage avoidance, where if the damage is kind of guaranteed on you, then it just doesn't feel right, because kind of doesn't feel like the game is in your control the way it should be. So I'm going to try this again. I have to not think so much about the controls to manage to do this, I guess, which is hard because they're not intuitive. Maybe if I shoot her once, she'll kind of bounce off, but having foreknowledge about this will at least help a little bit here. Because I didn't think she was actually going to attack me. I thought she was just going to finish what she was saying and then go away, you know. Alright, I can't skip through the text faster. What the? Wait, what? Do I just run away? I have no more. Wait, what? No more ammo. Oh my gosh. I'm stuck. I'm just gonna. Okay, I died apparently. Apparently I hit the button to switch into the other mode of aiming, and I couldn't move all of a sudden, which was jarring. That's a tricky thing, because there's no feedback or indication as to the fact that you're in this mode where you can't actually move when you press the movement keys, except for the little icon in the top left, which I'm never gonna actually look up there to see that. And so it's pretty I don't know, it's just kind of unfortunate that it worked out that way. It's hard to imagine that the combat in this game like how much you can do with it with the controls the way that they are currently. Because when there's these really kind of slow guys that kind of wander around and you can kind of see them a little bit before you run into them and that kind of thing, it works okay. Obviously there's not really much or any real challenge to that, but once you start trying to make a challenging enemy, I'm not really sure how well this kind of control scheme is going to work out, or how many different kinds of enemies you could create and that kind of thing. But maybe, with more practice, at least it would become a little bit more familiar. But I'm also not even sure if you can shoot this thing, because I tried to shoot it before and there was no indication whatsoever that it actually hit the whatever ghost woman or whatever it is. So it makes me wonder if I should just run away and try and run through the door. I really expected that she was going to take damage from the gun. But unfortunately I have to go through this opening cutscene thing every time. So this time I'm just going to try to run. Maybe that's the idea, rather than engaging with the gun. Oh, she's still here. Okay, that's scary. Hard to see. Very trippy. Which way do I go? Oh no. Am I supposed to know? Gosh, it's so trippy. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I need. Okay, well, she's apparently not going to come in here with the clock, I guess. But if I go back out, she's going to be there. All of the pages are blank. You can see a paper sticking out in between some of the books. The paper reads, "In the library, check the bookshelves." Oh, is that a secret, or is that like necessary for progression? Because if it's required, that would be kind of unfortunate, because I probably... Like, I almost didn't check that at all. Let's see, we gotta shoot. Alright, they don't really like slow down or anything when you shoot them, which might make it feel more impactful. If they kind of pause for a moment or jump back a bit or something. I know it's like a grid-based movement and stuff, but alright, I don't know where I am, but let's go ahead and go in through in here. So yeah, that lady where you're supposed to run away, it wasn't clear to me that you're supposed to run, as you could tell. I could imagine someone getting frustrated trying to kill her, potentially for a while, which would be unfortunate. I'm not sure. Maybe you can make it a little more explicit that you're supposed to run or something. But it's definitely cool, just the concept of... Oh, that isn't... I don't know, I hit the shift accidentally. It's just really close to the Z. But yeah, that was too bad. It would be horrible if that ghost lady was right behind me and I accidentally took the gun out and couldn't go through the door like that. I don't know what that symbol is, and I can't examine it for some reason. Am I supposed to remember these? And another one. Oh, is this one of these infinite things? I'm looking for differences in the symbols, I assume. It's another door. Oh, okay. There's actually a door there, and a door here, and a door back here. Can I actually leave? Leave. Right. So presumably some order of walking through the doors here is going to get me somewhere. And maybe the fact that I'm not coming in here with any kind of foreknowledge is going to prevent me from getting this right, because it doesn't look like it's... Oh, I did something accidentally. But it doesn't look like it's giving me any feedback as to whether or not I'm progressing or whatever, so... Like, I actually just want to leave here. No. Wait, what is this? Oh, that is a door. Okay, it was really hard to tell there. What is that, fly tape? Another save station. We got what looks like a crib. Weird. Oh, did I put the baby head in this? Oh, it's a doll head, but maybe I'm supposed to assemble the doll. What are the buttons here? Why it's on my head? Wait, why is it floating around? Are you possessing this room now? What is it doing? So yeah, I guess maybe I'll get like other doll parts or something. But what am I don't know how to get past this area, so if I go back, is that ghost lady gonna get me? I don't know what I'm doing. don't remember. I think this is another save station. It said about the library, and then what is up here? Maybe I haven't gone up here yet. I press shift. Oh, that's not shift, that's control. Put my finger on the wrong button. Ah. Alright, you're gone. I wonder if... I guess it just takes getting used to. So the controlling with the gun and everything, we're not really given a point where we kind of have to use the aiming a lot, so you don't really get a chance to actually like properly learn it, I think, and the different controls and stuff. But so that's one thing that kind of keeps you in that state of kind of awkwardness with handling the gun, because you don't ever have that point where you're required to use these controls enough, like all of them together, and in a way that kind of solidifies it in your mind. And so, like, particularly... Oh, please stop. Okay, hold the button. Alright. I don't know what to do if that lady, like, comes in here or something. I think I can pause, right? Even if I hold this or something. What was I gonna say? I guess, particularly in regards to, like, the changing the direction of aiming and stuff with the gun, it's a little tricky, but it occurred to me that like a control scheme you could consider would be like maybe you hold shift. Instead of holding shift to put the gun away, you hold it to change the direction. So while you're holding shift, the arrow keys would change the aiming direction, and then if you let go, you would continue walking and stuff with the gun still out. And maybe you could use the X key to put the gun away. Maybe that would be slightly more intuitive. It seems like that would be something I would try anyways. I'm hoping that... Okay. Another thing I need to write down, apparently. These are wacky symbols, so it's like... I guess I'm going to call the first one an X and the second one a freaking H. Get a better piece of paper here. X, H, H, I, X. That works for me. Alright. Can't take it with me. It's fixed to the table. We've got what looks like a plate also fixed to it. That's weird. Oh, there's another door here. So should I go back first or should I go forward? Again, I wish I had a map. I'm starting to feel like I don't feel like having having the map in your inventory would be like too much of an advantage or anything. It doesn't really feel like that. It just feels like it would be more of a like appropriate convenience, to help navigate. Right, this is a save station. Like, I don't even know where the save stations are. Just kind of wander across them. So like if you really needed one, it'd be kind of too bad if you couldn't get to it. So I think it's down here and to the left. Hoping... No, I want you to stay away. Which way do I go? Do I go back this way? See, I don't know where... Not only do I not know where she is, but I don't know which direction to go. Okay, there she is. So she's quite fast. Weird how it kind of stopped here. Alright. I went out and in again because the squigglies were making it hard for me to tell if there was like a door in there. I don't remember where the door is that goes to the puzzle I just got the supposed solution to. guess it's over here somewhere. Oof. So yeah, it's taking a while. Alright, there's no door there. Wait, have I been here before? Yes. I don't know why it looked different. So let's see. We have X first. And then the H one. I mean, hit that. My hand is kind of resting on the shift key, and it doesn't take a lot of force to accidentally depress it, so sometimes I just hit the shift and pull out the gun randomly. Alright, I have to focus so I don't forget where I am in the process here. I, which is this one, then the X. Oops. Cool. Locked bird cage, a piece of cake inside. What? Rope leads to the room below. Oh. Well, that was not intended. Oh, I can go back. Okay. It's really weird. It doesn't really look like what it says it is, but I guess it's okay. It doesn't affect too much. This is really trippy. I guess there's a door here. It's unlocked. Why? Oh, I guess I unlocked it. Maybe that's what you should have said. Maybe you should have said I unlocked it. I think that's what's going on here. So this must have taken me back to somewhere I was before. Or wait, that's not the right button. Okay. Again, I'm fudging the buttons here a bit. I don't know where I am anymore. I actually have no idea, but I guess this is supposedly where I've been before. Whoa. Okay. So. Alright. Solving the puzzle brought me to the save room, and then there's a bird cage with cake, and a rope that goes back downstairs. Oh. Alright. No keyhole. Some mysterious force, I guess. Go back this way, I think. Which leads to this place, and then this leads back to here. And I don't think I have to save there again, but oh, is this bad? Oh. Okay. I'm not really sure how that works, like leaving here and coming back in through that door again. I would kind of hope that maybe that little puzzle thing would kind of lose its weirdness, and then you could just kind of walk up to this door anytime from there, but I'm not sure if it works that way or not. I didn't mean to hit that. Let's go ahead and reload just just in case. All right. So up. I assume this is going to be the library then, and then it did say to check shelves. That's psychology, chemistry again, drama, chemistry. History, science fiction, history, drama, biology. So kind of all over the place. This is a very poorly organized library. History. What was that meant to tell me? My gosh, what is this? I'm very confused. Alright, so I guess each set of 3. Alright, so I can tell that this is meant to line up with the bookshelves. So each one has psychology, I think. Drama chemistry. No, I guess each one doesn't have. Oh, each one has an odd one out. I think that's the idea here. So again, I'm gonna have to like write this down, I assume. So these are both on the. Alright, I'm gonna write it down. These are both on the outside. Wait a minute. I guess this. Wow. The paper I grabbed was like ancient notes from a game I was working on long ago. Alright. That was funny to see again. History. Science fiction. History. Alright, so interesting that we're consistently seeing puzzles that work better if you take notes. Drama. Biology. So it might be something a bit annoying for some people. Other people might think it's cool. I'm not sure if I would prefer it myself, but I kind of like to stay in the game and not have to like stop and even if I have the pen and the paper, which someone doesn't have that in the first place, it would be annoying, but kind of like to not have to stop. So that's the middle one. To take the notes. Alright, that's this one. Okay. So it's a little weird. And so there was that hint that I saw way back when, and like the other side of the map here, which kind of helped with this puzzle because maybe I would be the kind of person who wouldn't actually check any of the shelves or whatever here, if I hadn't seen that message. The thing is, I can't really say that, like, I just kind of had like a random thought to check that one bookshelf that gave me the hint. Like it would have been real easy for me to just kind of ignore that and never check that, and just consider it like part of the scenery or whatever, and I never would have gotten that hint, and then maybe I wouldn't have checked these in here if I hadn't seen the hint. So it's really easy to imagine that somebody might play this and just never get that hint. And with that in mind, I think if you're gonna if you find it necessary enough to put that kind of a hint for this puzzle, I think it makes sense to make it obvious, because obvious in the sense that like everyone's gonna run into it, instead of like this thing that's kind of half hidden itself, because if you didn't think that the hint was necessary, then you probably wouldn't have put it in the game at all. But because you did apparently consider it necessary, you put it in the game, which means that you should probably have put it in a place that nobody would have missed it. I hope that kind of reasoning makes sense to you, but let's go ahead and punch this in. I'm actually pretty tired. If it sounds like I'm kind of not being quite coherent, that might have something to do with it. It's like 4 in the morning. Let's go ahead and punch this in. I think that's part of the doll. Doll chest. Oh, there's one that could be taken out here. What did we do to deserve this? Am I the only one alive? I can barely breathe. My hand is trembling as I write this, and the tears won't stop. Why today? At least you are here with me. Keep reading. I'm starving. He won't stop crying. Someone will come for us soon. I don't want to leave this place. I'm afraid of what awaits us out there. Please stop crying. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave. Someone will come for us. He isn't crying anymore. He is a good boy. I'm hungry. It stinks. I miss his cries. There's nothing I could have done. I don't want to leave. I'm so hungry. No more food. They didn't do much to satiate my hunger. The stench still lingers. They won't come, and I won't leave this room. I wonder if he is crying wherever he is now. Nothing but a bunch of scribbles for the rest of the month. Pages are all blank after August. Alright, that was creepy. Yeah. That about sums it up. Alright, so I got the doll head, so I have to go back to the crib, presumably. I think it's this way, actually. Just now realized. Maybe? I don't really remember very well. There's a save point here, though. Actually, yeah, I don't remember where it is. Let's see if I can get out of this thing. Where's the crib? I don't think it's this way. Have I even been this way? Oh, that is the crib. Well, it's a good thing that I came in here then. So it might be nice to have some context sensitivity, like it could go either way, but sometimes it's nice if you just if you examine a thing and it just kind of gives you the option and just automatically pops up like, do you want to put this item here, or do you want to use the key? You want to use this key to unlock the door, that kind of thing, rather than having to go into the menu like this. Let's do it kind of manually. But like I said, it could go either way. So it's a little weird how this went into this spot in the inventory instead of the empty spot right here. So maybe that's a bug, I don't know. Alright. I'm not sure where to go at this point, and also I'm getting tired. I should probably wrap up the playtest here. I am curious about where else the game goes, but I've been playing for a while and it's really late. So I should probably wrap this up. I don't know how much more there is to this chapter. I got 2 parts of a baby doll. I don't know if there's like arms and legs left, I don't know. And it's also not immediately obvious to me where to go from here. Like, I don't know. Alright, there's one thing I can think of. There's that door that was closed by the mysterious force. Like, maybe that just decided to open up or something. We could try that. I think it was over here. Or this is a save point. Go ahead and save here again, and then I don't remember which way is what. I don't know. Okay. No. Oh, come on, really? Okay. Alright, that works. That was spooky. Yeah, that was funny. It didn't let me go through the door. So, we're still in this state of mysterious force. I already knew that one. But I don't have a means to get past this room. So interesting that I would have this fun little hallucination thing in here, but I can't actually progress past here yet. Yeah, I don't know where to go from here. I think I could pretty strongly recommend putting the map in the inventory. It's pretty easy to get turned around. There's not much in the way of landmarks because every hallway, I mean, there's little subtle differences in layout and stuff, but all of the assets are mostly the same. Which is another thing you could think about is putting more landmarks here and there, just little differentiating visual components to the world that'll help with the navigation a bit. But even if you just never did that, as long as you had the map, I think that would kind of fix the issue here. Because not only is it kind of hard to navigate, but also at this point, I don't actually know where I should try to go that I haven't already. Here's the baby thing. I also don't even know how to get back to where that map was. It was like all the way back. Like, I'm sure it would be helpful, but I don't want to go like all the way back that far. So I already tried both of these, I think. I'm like going in circles, right? This is so bad. And it takes a while because your move speed isn't very fast. Because I went in here before. Yeah. So yeah, this is taking very long because I don't know where I'm going, which means I'm wandering, which means the slow-ish move speed is being compounded by the fact that I'm roughly going in circles and not getting anywhere. Please don't. No. Go away. I don't know where she is. Oh, she's behind me. Okay. No. Please don't. I think that was where the map was, though. I guess I have 3 life, but what am I supposed to do? Do I try to lose her in this little turnaround thing here? And she can't come in here, right? Guess it's a safe point. My health. What is my health? Like in the HUD area, I actually don't know what my health is. I'm pretty sure I can take 3 hits. I thought the X3 next to where it says life and the little slash thing, whatever that is, I thought that would be the health, but I think that when she hit me, I don't think that was affected, so I don't know if it's that green bar is supposed to be the health or what. I didn't really notice. I'm hoping she'll leave so I can come back through here. Okay. Oh my gosh. Alright, and this doesn't show me anything new in terms of like if I'd already accomplished something, if like the map hasn't changed to reflect that. Oh boy. So yeah, this doesn't help me very much. There's just no context really for me. um, all right, so if I took, all right, if you go back to the theme of the taking notes, if I took the time to actually like draw out this map on a piece of paper to kind of go along with that theme, then that would have made, more sense. I would have had it there, and I could have referred to it to make this easier on myself. But the problem is that, for one thing, that would take a bit to draw all of this with the same amount of information, and the other thing being, like, what's even the point of that if you could just put it in the player's inventory instead? Like, maybe somebody would enjoy the feeling of doing that, I guess. But it's kind of accomplishing the same purpose, I think. Just putting it in the inventory is just making it simpler for the person playing. So yeah, I'm not sure if that was the thought process behind this. That just occurred to me just now. It's really hard to use this as it is, with it being kind of stuck in this particular place where you have to kind of try and get back to like walk back through the whole game to get to this one room, and it's hard to kind of map out the whole thing in your mind well enough to kind of make good use of this map by memory and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm sure for somebody it would be fun to actually draw this whole map out on their notes or whatever, and then refer to it while they're playing. But I think, just given the complexity of this image and just the amount of time it would take to draw all of this out, maybe that alone I think would be reason enough to steer away from requiring the player to actually draw it out themselves. So yeah, I would definitely encourage you to consider just putting it in the inventory. I think that would be more useful. And yeah, I still don't really know like where to go from here. Like which one of these places have I not gone to yet here? I don't know. So yeah, I'll probably wrap this up, I think. Overall, the game is pretty interesting. It's definitely very moody. Has these little puzzles, which all seem to pretty much require the note-taking, which is fine if you're into that. I know some people will be. But hopefully there's a few things in here that could be helpful to you in terms of feedback that might help you make the game better. Pacing is a little slow, but it's somewhat to be expected from this type of game. It's definitely very maze-like. I just feel like I don't really know very well where I am and where I'm going a lot of the time. So I think that's probably one of the biggest things that stands out to me as like a possible weakness in the design is that feeling of not knowing where I am and stuff like that, or where to go. But the idea of the bad ghost person chasing you around is pretty cool. Once I figured out that you're just supposed to run from it and stuff, but that whole theme is a pretty good one, I think. So that's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and wrap this up, but hopefully you found the video useful. Let me know if you have any questions. I gotta see if I can get back in OBS. I'm gonna have to go ahead and whoops, close the game, I think. Oh shoot, is there a way to close the game? Alright, I can Alt F4, but you might want to put in like a quit option in here somewhere, so I can quit out of the game by using the game menu. But I'm going to go ahead and Alt F4, that works just fine, and finish up this video. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next one.